Hello, I'm Miguel Gasso and I will show you why we have to build our own primitives to export it to Zbrush or Mudbox. We use here a t-splines primitive. This t-splines primitive has many points at the bottom, at the top, and at the bottom also. And that's the reason we have to build up our own primitive. I can show you what happens if you export this as an object to Mudbox. One moment. So you will have several problems. Sometimes you could not import it in Mudbox. In Zbrush it's quite impossible. And here you have a problem because you have a big hole, because it's not a quad side surface. You see that I can model it quite fine when it's four side, when there are four side faces, but if with the star points and triangles, Mudbox can't handle it so good, or absolutely not. So what we have to do is to make our own primitive. How we can do it? So I hide this. Okay, we make a wire cage. Pay attention that this wire cage has to be splitted into one curve wireframe. So these are connected. So we split it all. Okay, now we have loose wires, and this we can use for make a quad ball. So copy paste it and select it all. We save it to a side, and now we have here in the middle we have a quad ball, and this quad ball we can subdivide exact, and we can you can see we have this quad ball are very good deformable, and so what I will do further on is to select these faces, delete it, turn on, it's an X symmetry, and now I have a symmetric primitive I can use for modeling. So I turn the points on and you will see how fine it works. So now I can model my ball how I like. So for a head I have to move a few points. I have to make a primitive. So these are a little bit low. So more or less for the beginning, I can use this. So now I can subdivide it another time. And I will subdivide it. Now I have more control points on it, and I can prepare my primitive for that I can later on model it in Zbrush. I turn the points on. First, forget. I can delete these faces another time too, and activate another time the symmetry. because every time I subdivide the faces, I lose the symmetry, but I can recover it in every moment. So now here I have the faces, and I start modeling my head. So I think I will hide this. And I start to model my own primitive, how I like it. So I have to move a few points more. And I think it starts to going well. So that's the moment I will export it to Mudbox or Zbrush. Now we have imported this file in Mudbox, and so we can try to model it. So you can subdivide this several times. You can use a smooth, but if you have to model a little bit, I want to go there to start with less counterpoints so that I can control more my shape and refine it. So the main goal of this video was the quad ball, to make our own primitive and Rhino, perfectly deformable, exportable to Zbrush or Mudbox. And now you have seen that it's easy to export and easy to model in Zbrush or Mudbox whatever you need. So it's a big tool, t-splines for Rhino. It's a big tool with a big future, and they still develop this tool, and we will expect a lot of new features and improvements from t-splines. So for me it was a new door gets open, especially for jewelry, because there we need textures in the surfaces, and it's quite impossible to make it with an automatic texturing software. Okay, you will have some results, but never what you really want. And with Mudbox we can reach quite everything. Okay, so if you have questions, email me, and look into the t-splines page and into my page, and have a lot of fun. Bye.